Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Kaylee Grows, and today I finally went through all of my propagations, like all of them. All the ones that were in water in my cabinet, all the ones that I had in like prop boxes. I have a few of them behind me. I've already gone through all of them because I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to have enough plants to make a video with, but boy do I. Oh my gosh, I just have like plants, like unrooted plants all over my floor. I have a lot. So first I have my snake plant. So just little tiny roots. They're not too crazy, but they're really struggling to like stand up in my cabinet. So I'm gonna attempt to pot them up. So that's gonna be the first one that I do. I also have, this one's kind of funny. This one is a philodendron melanochrysum, I think. It looks more like a fuzzy petiole, just like the shape of it, but I think it's just really bleached by the sun because it was getting really high light for a very long time, and it's just a baby. So, I believe this is a melanochrysum. We'll see as it grows, if it grows. I am going to be planting this one back in the pot that my other melanochrysum is in. I also have squamiferum. So part of this one with really long crazy roots, this one came from when my plant broke when I first moved into this apartment. But then only a few weeks ago, I put these cuttings in water and they're already like very well rooted with little like offshoots on the way. I have plenty more propagations in my cabinet that are not even close to ready, but these ones definitely are. So I'm going to be putting these into my existing pot. I also have, oh, that's another plant. I have some jade pothos cuttings. I did lose a lot of the top leaves, so I think I might just like hairpin this one. But I am going to be putting this into the pot that I already have jade pothos in, I believe. We'll see. If not, I might pot them up and give them to a friend. We'll see about that one. We have some Monstera adansonii, really long rooted cuttings from a long time ago. I have a whole pile, literally a pile, of silver sword cuttings, so that's crazy. I have a couple of like cute little variegated why can't I think of the name? Whatever, variegated, it's not a pothos, but whatever. I'll put it on the screen, remind me, editing Kelly. Just with like some really cute little root systems, also came out of my prop box. And then I have a mystery alocasia. I don't know what kind it is. It's pretty well rooted. It is growing a new leaf out the top. I don't know what kind this is. So I am going to be potting it up. I had 3 different alocasias that passed on me when I first moved here. I think it was the shock of moving, and then I had a really cold spell at the same time, so I think my alocasias just were super unhappy. But I had a Jacqueline, a Malo, and a Frydek. And one of the little, I don't know what this would be considered, little potato, died. But then I have 2 more. One of them is like very slightly rooted, and then I have this one that's really growing. I'm so curious which one's which. So put your votes in the comment down below what you think this bad boy is. But I'm going to be potting all of these. So this is going to be fun. Okay, so first I have this bad boy. She's crazy. Very long, very wobbly. I don't like to move this plant too much. And because I don't have crazy roots on them, I'm actually just going to be sticking them kind of between other leaves so that they can get like propped up. Actually, that looks really nice. Propped up by the other leaves and maybe grow some more. I do have little bits growing, new little tiny leaves going on in here. They're so cute. But I do have this between two like dressers, so it kind of stands up a little bit more on its own. Oh, she's down. I shouldn't have messed with her. Okay. Okay. I think that's gonna be good for her. Well, yeah, she's gonna need a little more help. I do have this little guy. I don't know. I might just have to set her and hope. Oh, I got her a little deeper that time. I don't know what I'm doing. That looks nice. Snake plant, done. That was so quick. So as I was grabbing the next plant for this video, I realized that I completely misidentified these plants. So I have my squamiferum little baby plants, but I also have the one big Florida Beauty one. My Florida Beauty is the one that broke. So that's this plant right here. You can see where it broke. But I'm literally just going to be digging into this pot and sticking these roots into the soil. This is like lazy girl. I like finally have a little bit of energy to like get some of this done, but it's still, I'm overwhelmed with my plants currently, and I love them so much. But currently I've just been very busy with other things going on in my life. So my plants unfortunately have taken a back seat. So what I'm doing is just the very lazy girl way of potting. I know I'm gonna have things in the comment section saying, you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be potting it this way, but I am. They're getting potted. They were starting to get like unhappy. Yeah, all these like roots are like hanging out and they're unhappy too. Am I gonna cut them today? No. But yeah, I'm just going to basically be popping all of these cuttings except for one. I'm going to be like actually repotting. I'm just tucking them down into the soil and see what happens. I don't have the energy in me to fully repot all of these plants. So that's the way that it's going to be. So my Florida Beauty, the little cutting is back here. She looks real cute. We'll see how she does. Okay, so next I have my Melanochrysum. Yep, this is how sad she is. She has one big beautiful leaf, and the rest are kind of shitty. This one looks good, and it looks like there might be another one growing beneath it, but the rest of them are not looking great. My apartment doesn't have the most stable humidity. I'm learning that. I have really good humidity in this apartment, but it's not stable. And I think my Melanochrysum is struggling with that. And I think my Thai constellation isn't very happy about it. And then also my fuzzy petiole philodendron. All three of them just don't like the inconsistency, which is fine. I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. I am not running humidifiers in this house. It's already humid enough. But I don't know. I did take some other Melanochrysum cuttings and put them in one of my terrariums, and they seem to be doing pretty okay. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I just need to like set them and like never think of them again. It's fine. Again, I'm just doing this the lazy girl way and just tucking them in, covering up the roots. if I don't do it this way, it's not gonna happen for another like month. So I think my plants would rather be in a pot than overgrowing in a bottle. So I'm just gonna tuck her in like that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. You never know. I don't know. I think it's cute. We'll see if it's happy. Okay, so I did decide not to put my Jade Pothos cuttings in with my current plant. I am going to be just putting them in this little tiny pot. I know that's like way too small for them. And I'm going to bring them to work and see if anybody wants them. Because, I don't know, I just like sharing plants. And I don't really have any plant friends currently, like anywhere around me. So I don't really have like a specific person that might want it, but you never know. Might be someone who's like new and starting out, wants to play around, doesn't want to buy their own plant. See if they want it. I will tell them that they need a new pot like ASAP. I just don't really have many that are an appropriate size. Wow, this soil is like really dry. Hi, Night, where are you going? You just gonna lay in the background? But I am gonna water this because the plant's just gonna fall over without water. But yeah, another little cutting of a plant. Done. So my Monstera Adansonii is coming back. I cut her back to like basically nothing a few weeks ago, and she's looking real cute. So I am going to be popping these two cuttings into this pot though, just to give it a little bit of extra in there. I'm not even really sure if you guys can see this one. I'm going to pull it a little farther back towards me. Oh, this pot's really well rooted. Maybe I won't be doing this. Tucking her in. Ooh, there we go. And then this one I'm going to be putting on the other side because it's so cute and little, but it's long. So I'm trying to just like tuck her more on the side of the pot. That looks good. Cutie. We'll see how she does. Hopefully she likes a little bit of extra to her. Let's see what's next. So here's my mother plant, my squamiferum. I do have two little tiny new leaves coming out from when I chopped her way back, but I'm still going to be popping these into this pot as well. This plant should be repotted. Maybe that's why she wasn't doing as well towards the end. Because this pot, I can feel all the roots going on in this pot. Jeez Louise, okay. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. Okay, and then one more. I'd like to go right here. Spread them out a little bit. What I'm actually going to do, because this pot is like very rooted in, I'm just going to be putting a little bit of extra potting mix on top to cover up these roots. I'm struggling with that. Okay. I think that's it. That works, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna put her back, and hopefully with me not touching her, this leaf will stay in. Okay, so I have all of these cuttings, and then this little guy. I'm gonna be putting all of them into this pot, and into this cover pot. That's the plan. Is that what's gonna happen? We'll see. Because these are some pretty crazy roots. I am gonna be using be taking this out of the pot over the soil. Oh yeah, she is rooted. Oh gosh, okay. So, roots. The rest of these are like little tiny babies, for the most part. So I might actually just cover these roots with some potting mix. And then I'm just going to be popping these in as well. Survival of the fittest, I guess. I've learned that my silver sword does not like my cabinet, so she will be living outside of the cabinet. Okay, I have to put it down. I know you guys can't really see it when it's down, but to keep it somewhat controlled, it needs to be down. This is crazy. Okay, this pot is much too small for what I'm doing. It's fine. It'll be fine. Right? I'll just have to repot it in like 3 weeks. Once she's a little bit more established as an actual plant, not just a prop box little mess. This is fun. This is what when plants are fun, when you can do stuff that has like no rules. Like, I know that technically there's like ways that I should be doing this, but like this is a plant that has not brought me joy for a long time. So honestly, like, if I can just play a little bit and see how that feels. There's no rules when it comes to plants. Like, if she doesn't survive, she doesn't survive. Yeah, that's gonna stink, but not all my plants survive, you know? So, that's crazy. That's a wild little bunch. Oh, but she's cute. Let's see how she's gonna look inside the frog. That's cute. Little fluffy frog. Oh, that's very cute. I like that a lot. Okay. I don't know how she's gonna do, but I think it looks really cute. I love her. Just look at that. Chaos. I love it. Okay, so next I'm going to be potting up some little Epipremnum albo cuttings. They're tiny. And I think they would get lost in the mother plant because my mother plant's like really big. So I'm going to be starting them in this little container. It does have a water drainage hole, I guess. So I'm just going to be putting a decent amount of potting mix in here. So just like that. And And then I'm just going to be sticking these tiny little cuttings in here. Hopefully centered a little bit, but I'm trying my best. And then I'm going to be putting a little bit more potting mix on top to cover up those roots and hopefully not the full baby plants. Oh, I did cover one of them. That's fine. A little tiny bit more. It looks like nothing is in this pot, but there's 3 little tiny baby plants. And she's gonna live in my cabinet for a while, just to like, again, another experiment, just to see how she does. Let me know if you guys want to see how these plants are doing in like a month or so. I could just call them like experiment updates or something. I think that would be fun. And then I'm gonna be putting my mystery little plant into this turtle. I love turtles, so like that's just me having wishful thinking. Also adding to the chaos, I am not doing this on a potting mat. I literally just have my ottoman sitting here. And I'm just going to be placing her into the turtle. Pop. And then a little bit of potting mix on top. There we go. It's going to be off to the side just because that little rhizome thing was very large and it looked like it might have been having growth coming from both sides, so I want to give that a shot. But there we go. That was actually really fast for all of those pottings. I've been putting that off for like literally months and it didn't take me that long. So yeah, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I probably wouldn't have done this without you guys, knowing that like someone out there might be watching. But if you guys like this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.